I'm not going to lie you, but we are losing our ability to think. For thousands of years, our greatest superpower as human was self-introspection, the ability to sit with our own thoughts and figure things out. But then came the information explosion. First it was a paper, then self-improvement videos. Now it's AI. We slowly start to depend on them for everything. And it sounds amazing on a paper. Having an expert opinion in our pocket for 24/7, it's a good thing. It solves our life problems. But here is the harsh reality. Just look at this graph. This is the rise of depression and anxiety or depressive disorders. If AI and all this endless self improvement content were actually working, this should be going down. But instead of that, it's going up. And you also see in yourself, you are stuck because you gave the responsibility of thinking. Whenever you face a problem, you immediately look for AI or a self help book to solve it for you. And in a short term, you convince yourself your problem is solved, but in reality, nothing is changed. And so, to understand why this is happening, first we will break down exactly why we are losing our ability to think, and then second, I will reveal the real problem with AI. It's gonna be very interesting. I'll do live example by using AI, and as well as you know the danger of AI when you try to solve your life problem with it. And then last, when you finally understand the fatal flaws of AI and self-improvement, then I will show you how you can regain your ability to think and solve your own life problems just like we used to. Okay, so let's talk about how we lost our ability to think. The one of the most biggest reason is we lost trust in ourselves and we get dependent on someone else's product. Look at yourself. Whenever you try to solve your life problem with AI, you're not doing it because it's so intelligent. You do it because you don't have a trust in yourself anymore. And when we lose the trust in ourselves, the ability to self introspect also get lost. So what happened after that? Whenever we have a problem in our life, it meant to be solved through self introspection, but when we lost trust in ourselves, we stop the self introspection. When we stop the self introspection, where we go? We go over to AI, books, self-improvement videos, and by using these is very less likely we can able to solve our problems. I tell later why they are helpless, but when we go to AI, books, videos, it's very less likely we can solve our problem. And when our problem doesn't get solved, it creates to more problem. And when it creates to more problem, we again goes to AI, books and videos, and our problem not get solved. And these loops repeat, and we stuck in that loop. And we keep using AI, reading books and consuming self-help videos, but our problem as a person doesn't get solved. So now you're gonna ask me, why these AI tools and the self-help improvement materials are helpless. First, let's discuss what's the problem with AI. Whenever you try to solve your life problem with it, AI is trained on massive data which is driven from general population, and that's why you see sometimes the answers or solution that AI gives is very general, which are suitable for majority of the population. And most dangerous things at a fundamental level, it has a weightage system, means the solution or answers that AI gave you has a little bit bias toward that kind of answer or solution. I choose a with example. So imagine there is a sheet, and on this sheet there are some solution of your life problems. So whenever you ask question to AI, it give answer who already have more weightage. Like if these some of the solution, like these three solution have 90% of weightage, the AI have biasness toward the solution and neglect all the other possible solution. For example, I will give you my example of my own. What happened, my gut is irritated for a couple of days, so this is my problem. And let's do live example. Here I'm using Gemini. Let's set up to a pro and just ask. So see, he just give me some of the solutions. So whenever you ask any query of your life or any problem to an AI, it gives some of the solution. Like in my problem, they gave me like simplify your diet, like focus on hydration, what to avoid now, don't eat milk, cheese, and yogurt, and these things to avoid, and lifestyle adjustment. Okay, AI just give me these suggestion because these suggestion have maximum number of weightage. As I tell you, like some of the solution have 90% of weightage, and AI is biased towards some type of solution. That's why AI give me this type of advice. And you can see it is derived from a general population, from general data, from a crowd data. That's why you're seeing it's very simplified or general. which is applicable on a majority of the population. But personally, I follow that. I follow all of that, but it doesn't work out. And my gut stay irritated. I have a constipation, diarrhea, these things not go away. But my unique problem remain hidden because the solution for my unique problem has very less weightage, approx 10% of weightage. That's why AI doesn't tell me. So how I did that? I find some of the mistakes in my day-to-day life, like whenever I do exercise. See, whenever you do exercise or workout, running, exercise tighten up your muscle, your ligaments, your tendons. So over the time, your body and your nervous system get tightened up. So this is my problem. And then I think by using my self introspection, when I'm not using AI, I think why my nervous system is not relaxed, why my body is tightened up. It means I'm still in a stress mode. I just stop working, but my mind is still in a work. That's why I'm feeling static. This is the second thing. And when I'm in a stress mode, my mind is somewhere else. Whenever I eat. My attention is not on a food, but my attention is here and there. And to avoid that, I'm using phone while eating. And when I'm using phone while eating, I doesn't chew good. I eat fast. And this fast eating gives a shock to our body, and it hinders the digestion of the food. So these are the some things that I find out by using my self introspection. And I'm not saying that AI doesn't know that these things, okay? AI know only if you remind that. If you say, these are the things, you say, this might be a thing, that's why you are feeling it. But AI doesn't remind you because these points don't have much weightage. That's why AI doesn't tell you, because AI is made for general population, not for unique individual. Okay, so what happened next? What I do? So after finding these are some point, the best solution that strike me is yoga. I did relaxation techniques to calm down my nervous system. I do some stretching, yoga poses to relax my muscles, tendon, which get tightened up over the time. And it indirectly lowers my stress level, calm down the nervous systems, and then my gut improve, because doctor also called it second brain, because it's directly connected to our brain. Whenever stress level arises, the direct impacts go to our gut. And you see, if I tell the AI now these things, and when I tell him that, and you can see when I tell him that my points that I find out by self introspection, then he tell me what I have to do to reduce these things, like before eating, stay away from home, 5 deep breaths, like relieving muscle tension, and do some of the yoga poses. This is the problem with AI I'm talking about. Okay, the AI don't tell me this solution earlier, because these solution have very less weightage. That I tell you earlier, these solution which are unique and different have only 10% weightage. That's why AI doesn't tell me. I have to remind AI these are my problem by using self introspection. Then AI tell me do these things. And one more thing that self introspection helped me. Whatever the problem I see in my life, it always happen for some reason, and it signals something is bad in our life, and we can't just hide it by just simply doing that general things. My gut irritation problem caused by these things, and it helps me to find out these are my life problems, and I need to change these to get better. And same as you also have some of the life problems which are caused by some of the underlying problems which you don't know, and you only find out by using self introspection. This is where I'm doing mistakes. Okay, and that's why I'm saying the answer that AI gives you is very generalized, like an NPC. And you also see that somewhere, whenever a person is speaking from a script which is written by AI, you sometimes you instantly grab it. You see, yeah, it's AI. But humans on another hand is very vibrant, unpredictable. They can do unpredictable things because you can't able to imagine what humans can do, but AI can't do that. And this is the fundamental thing which separate us humans from AI, because AI follow rules because of necessity, but we human follow rules because we fear, and when that fear ends, we stop following rules. And this is the reason we as a human civilization excel, because the major invention in history is possible because we break rules, not in a bad way, but at some point of the time we stop following rules and question the pre-existing rule, how this thing is possible, why not this way. We challenge the pre-existing rules. That's why we excel. What do you think? In the past, if AI is present on that time, and a person have some new idea, the AI just instantly reject that. He just say it's not possible because it gave the answer or solution based on the event that happened in the past. But we humans anticipate the future, and this is the main problem with modernity. They want us to be a NPC. It strips away our individual uniqueness and want us to be in a cage. So we all look like a same, and they can easily control us. Okay, this is going out of the video context, but what I'm trying to say, at fundamental level, we humans are unique, different from each other, and that's what makes us human. But AI, that modernity, the self-improvement books want us to be a same, act like a same. So, okay, I will give you an example of how fundamentally our problems are unique and different. So there are two friends, and for every human being, there are two type of problem. One, there are surface level problem that we see on a surface level. Like friend A have a surface problem like in a career. His career is not going good. He just lost his job or not excelling in his job. Or he have a general relationship problem. So these are his surface level problem. And for that surface level problems, there are inner problems which are responsible for this surface level problems. The person A have some inner problem or core problem might be like he has some past trauma. Like if a person have a past trauma in his childhood, he might struggle in relationships or he just hate his job. That's why he see problem in his career. And same as for B, the friend B have some surface level problems like same in a career or relationships. On a surface level they both look like a same, but on an inner level or on a core level the friend B have some different inner problem which is responsible for their surface level problem. Like in a person A they have a past trauma, or he from the inside he might hate his job. For person B there might be some core inner problem that might be responsible for the surface level. So we all have some inner or core problem that are responsible for our surface level problems that we see in our current life, and that our core problems or our inner problems are unique, different from each other, and our surface problem looks like the same. And that's where the problems occur. The most of the advice that you see on the internet or on the self-help books or in videos usually targets your surface level problems, not your inner problems that are unique or different. And that's why you see sometimes you follow some of the advice that someone told you, or advice or video books etc., for a short period of time, 1 or 2 weeks, that were great, but after some time your problem starts to reappear. And generally it's not their mistake. Those who are making these self-help improvement books or videos or AI that you are using, they're not their mistake. Okay, see, looks from their perspective. If they try to solve your problem, okay, if they make the book which are unique for their problem, which are unique for your core problem, they lost their most of the audience, because the rest of the audience will not gonna resonate with that and they gonna leave. So to target majority of the audience, majority of the population, you need to make a content or you need to make advice that resonate with all of that. So that's why the advice you get is very generalized, and it's only solve your surface level problem but not for the unique individual. And by this your surface level or your core problem remain hidden. And one more thing I want to discuss with you, like this is you and these are your environmental or your circumstances which you are growing up or in which you live in, and there is your guru. And same as like yours, your guru or whatever the self improvement or books you are taking advice from any person, his environment, his circumstances are different from yours, and the information that you are taking from this person might be suitable for his environment or his culture. It may have subjectivity, but it might not be suitable for your environment, and sometimes it get mismatched. So the advice that person gave you, it might be good for their environment, but might not be suitable for your current condition or scenario that you are living in. So now let's talk about how you able to solve your inner problem. In the same way that humans have been solving the problem from thousands of years by self introspection, and we lost that because we lose trust in ourselves. You think, if I try to solve my own problem, what if I'm wrong? I reach to a wrong solution. When I was a kid and when I solved my math, let's take example of maths. When I solve my maths question, there are two ways to solve the maths problem. Okay, the first way is just copy the predetermined rules. You can just you remember the all the steps how you can solve that problem, and then you try to solve the problem by your own. And the second step, you don't see the solution already there, but you try to find the solution by yourself. And I see one thing, whenever I try to solve the solution from someone else copy, that solution is someone else idea. this solution is suitable for someone else's brain who made that. But when I try to solve the problem from my own brain, the solution I get is suitable or compatible for my brain. That's why I don't forget that. And this is same happening to you whenever you try to solve your life problem by taking help by others, materials or AI. The answers or solution, that external thing, the AI that gave you, is not much compatible for your brain. That's why you easily forget or not work in your life. And it's, I know it's very fast, you can get answer your problem very quickly, but when you try to solve your life problem by your own self introspection method, it takes time. Okay, it might take one or two trial and error, but that answer or solution suits you and it's gonna work, but it takes time and patience. And this is very powerful thing, and this self introspection is very underrated things. And and this modernity, AI, self improvement stuff is just suppressing it. And whenever I have a life problems, I can just go for a long walk or just sit in a silence to observe myself, and I just spend more time in my own brain thinking about my own self. And I'm not saying the AI self improvement videos, books are bad. You can use it for your knowledge, but you have to draw a line so you don't over depend on it. Okay, I hope it might be clear. Okay, if you like that video, a like, and if you have any query, you can just ask me in a comment. I will reply that. Or if you have a big problem of your life, you are not figuring it out, you just reach on me Instagram. You can DM me Instagram. You can find a link in the description. Goodbye.